Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex here, and today we're taking a look at the NECA God of War Kratos from God of War 4. You can find this figure and many others like it at Big Bad Toy Store. Just follow the link in the description. Alright, now this is the second God of War figure that I'm adding to my collection. The first one was the Ultimate God of War from God of War 3 Kratos. And still, if I had to say which one I prefer, I haven't played this game yet, so I don't know how much I'm gonna like. I know I'm gonna like an older Kratos, but man, I love the weapons that came with this Kratos from God of War 3. And this is also whenever I did my top figures of the year whenever this came out. This is one that as soon as I put my hands on it, I knew it was going to be one of my top figures, and still to this day I absolutely love this figure. So taking a look at this version here though for God of War 4, you have 3 accessories here. So you do have this big shield that you can see over here, and then you have his axe, which we've seen him in some of the trailers in the game. You also have, if we raise this up, you have a knife that fits in a hilt right here. And I guess we'll go ahead and start taking a look at some of these accessories since they're just falling off of them, but we'll kind of show why here in a second. But really nicely detailed. You can see the white with some brown, and then also the handle looks like it's kind of a wrapped brown leather when it has some like a string wrapping around that to keep it tight. So very cool looking little knife here. Really dig it. As far as the shield goes, just make sure that it's all focused in. Really nice detail on here as well with the gold, and I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, but I dig it. I like it. So on the inside you can see the red, so a lot more detail, and you can see that the way this is designed, where it has a little port over here on his wrist, and this little thing would fit on it like so, and just kind of push that down to make sure that that fits. So that's how you would display them with the shield. Now let's say if you didn't want the shield, you take this off, because it does come in the package separate. It's not equipped with him at the moment. And then you have this little silver piece, which this is how it comes in package. So that way, everything's covered. So if you didn't want to have the shield, you don't just have this big hole sitting there in his gauntlet. So I do like that. As far as the axe goes, get this out of his hand. Kind of thick here at the bottom, but it's got a lot of nice detail as well with the silver. You can see some different designs here in the blade. Excuse me. And it seems like, it's all, kind of beat up as well. In some blue right here, it's seen some damage. And I guess I could have just separated here to fit it in his hand a little bit better. So you do have, that going on if you wanted to. Or you can just force it out of his hand like I did. But again, there's some really cool designs in just the axe alone. So not exactly sure what that's supposed to be. Is that kind of a horse, or is that a dragon or something? Not exactly sure. Looks like a dragon, maybe, and that's his tongue looking down. You can see a little bit better on this one. This one has a little bit too much black wash on it, but really, really nicely done. I like it. And there's also some designs here in the handle. I don't know how well those are showing up. But that's one of the cool things about whenever NECA does these figures is they pay a lot of attention to the details on them. So as far as the face, let's focus up here. You can see that the beard looks really nice with the eyes and the paint as well. The paint's a little bit different than you had in the God of War 3, to where this is more of a maroon, where this is a bright red. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see the bottom section because of the beard, but that's kind of what we saw in the game. It's also a lighter white on here, to where this is kind of more of a cream, where this is definitely a white color here. So, but looking at the face, I think they did a really nice job. You can see the the lips coming through, a little bit of pink there. Head sculpt just looks really great. As far as this piece up here, You can see that this could, independently move on there, so it's not molded on him. It's actually a separate piece, which I absolutely love. I hate it whenever they, just mold the stuff together to the body, as it's like just one piece and just paint it. So this is actually a separate piece, so it makes it look a little bit more realistic, and I like that. And it just comes all the way over. You can see that they painted right here to where it looks like it is stitching. So going throughout here, you can see that this is supposed to be a little bit more furry looking, with the black coming from up under the shoulder pad. Also with the gold buckle and the little silver studs going around here. Again, you can see the where it's supposed to look like it's kind of fur setting up underneath, the leather straps here. And just kind of goes all the way around. There's some more of the fur with some leather hanging off the side. Some of the other little accessories that don't come off or anything, but they're worth mentioning. You can see the what's supposed to look like stitching going around here with the brown, and you can see the black buckle there, and some more just gold and stitching where it looks like the belt's going through the loops of his belt, which looks really good. And again, just kind of this like leather little piece right here. It's got some nice little paint and designs on it, and you can see where they kind of took again a little bit more red, where on the God of War 3 figure it's a little bit more maroon. But again, red here, and then you can see the black going through here, and a nice little designs here on the bag, and that's done in gold. A little stud here, and even the thing that holds the knife, I forget what it's called, but it has a nice design on it. The little bag here has gold on it, stitching. It's been weathered. This horn here, so just a lot of nice details and a lot of nice paint on the figure. So then when you come down here, this is just kind of black, where the boots, they've been wrapped. And I believe he has quite a bit of articulation, if I read that correctly. It's something like 35 points of articulation. So let's go ahead and get into that. As far as the head, it looks all the way around. So you can see that there. Arms in and out. They rotate here. You have the bicep swivel. You have the elbows that bend all the way back, and everything feels pretty tight. The hand can rotate up and down. Then you have the ab section, which rotates however you need there. Legs going back and forth, in and out. You can see that the thigh is actually up here, so the leg kind of moves all together, even the top thigh part, so it's all one section there. Then the knees going all the way back, so you can get all the poses that you really need out of that. Then you have the foot that rotates, goes up and down, and then you also have the tilt and everything there, and the toe going back and forth as well. So just all kinds of articulation on this figure. So I'm glad that this is one of the ones where I was just kind of waiting for I had stuff in my pile of loot, and I was just waiting for this figure to hit, because I knew it was going to be soon. And I definitely wanted to mess with him and see if I liked him as much as the other, the Ultimate God of War 3 figure. Putting them side by side, I still think that I'm going with the, if I had to choose which one that I wanted, it'd definitely be the God of War 3 Kratos, but still a really nice figure, and I'm sure once ever the game comes out and I play with the Ultra Kratos, then I'll like him, just as much. Hopefully they come out with his son. I think it's a boy, but yeah, it's a boy. When they come out with him to go with the older Kratos, because it looks like he's going to be, an important part of the story in the game. So, anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Really cool figure, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.